Hello everyone, and welcome back, shut up you, once again, to Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl. Last time we were able to get Squint out of Dodge, took a merry little walk in the fields, and learned that despite some of my trepidations going in, this is very much the new and improved Stalker. Look at this place all lit up at night, the weather, the leaves on the breeze. Although now, every time I see them, I'll think of those poppy petals flying in the wind. Look, there's even a garbage bag. This game is full of firsts between that and the pipe insulation, but I feel like we need to do a lot more exploration. There's so much here, and I'm kinda just assuming that doing these early quests will get me the gear I need. If we have a look at our PDA, we can see what's next. We had to go over here and get to the S.T.A.L.K.E.R's abandoned communication hub. I just wish... I mean, I'll be honest, a lot of what they were telling me went over my head. The thing is, I had wanted to ask more questions about this S.T.A.L.K.E.R, but I hadn't realized at the time that there was an orange border on the side of those dialogue options, and I guess that means that you're advancing forward. So, Richter, can we still say something? No, we can't.
See ya.
Yeah, see ya. Oh, hello, is that a PDA? The Gaffer's PDA. We are going through so much of this guy's personal info. Sure, Hamster's a jerk, I'll give you that. But kicking him out means we'll be screwed for at least a month. No spare parts, no food, or meds. Yet another week without meds. Look, I ain't backing him up. Heard every word myself. Before we boot him, we need someone else lined up to fill his shoes. So you're looking to get him to hit the road. Oh, also, I've taken some time to go and investigate some keybinds. I was worried in the last couple parts, which I recorded back-to-back, that there was no more leaning, that it seemed to be automatic. However, they've just replaced it with C and V, so I've kind of swapped that for the inventory buttons. Okay, that will work for now. So I was just going to go into how I went and rebound Q and E to lean, and we can now use X and C to bring up our these things. Well, I didn't mean to do it right now, but I guess that's the only way to show it. Problem is, for whatever reason, there is no bind for your light. I mean, there's one for flashlight that doesn't seem to do anything, but this is a headlight and does not respond to those binds. You can press middle click. Why does it tell you to reach across your keyboard and press L when middle click works? I don't know. Why can't I rebind that? I don't know, because I wanted it for the side mouse button like I do for every other game ever. But whatever, that's fine. Anyway, we can Q and E to lean now. It's toggle, which isn't great. Hang on, let me see if I can change that. Okay, you can change it between hold, toggle, or just toggle. I set it to hold, but it's still acting as toggle or hold. That's going to be extremely annoying. Okay, I had mostly been spared the jank of this until I decided to customize the experience even slightly. I was so surprised to find that there's like a million graphics options, a million control and UI options, but they don't seem to be working properly. Alright, next I want to go next door and see if I can get my Viper repaired.
A decent visitor, finally. Good to see you.
Sort of good to see you, I suppose. Anyway, let's look at our upgrades.
I'll do my best.
We can repair the Viper for 923. We've also still got that AKM, and ammo is abundant. It'll cost all of our money to repair it, which kind of makes me wonder what the exchange rate on coupons is, or how exactly we use that. Let's just repair this thing. That's worth it to keep us going for a while longer. Now, right now, you're loaded up with slugs, but we should be able to change that to... There we go. Now we're using the buckshot, which is what we want for mutants anyway, and is in much more abundance. That is bound to the back mouse button by default, and that is extremely useful. Well, let's head out and see what waits for us in the zone, since I spent so much time out here that the sun is starting to rise.
I could sure go for a nice steam bath right about now.
And you know, I feel like this is kind of in a lot of ways what people were waiting for, because it's just as open as ever, but it's just so damp and overgrown, and it's got the texture. It's got the texture that I feel was always implied by these games, but people were always trying to get closer to with mods. It doesn't have that blockiness that it used to. But I'll tell you what I think. The game's always opened up a lot more once we started finding artifacts, not just doing odd jobs. And what am I doing going out here without a light? Yep, in fact, I believe our objective is right up the road from where we changed that antenna before. Which could mean we're gonna have some dogs to deal with. That's always fun. Oh god, so many anomalies. So hard to see in the dark. Can't tell if I hear things walking around either. The autosave is also being a tad intense. I think we're in the right place. We just, yep, we need to make our way to that. To that. This may have been a building at one point, now it's something else entirely. One big gravitational anomaly, hang on. And it is very, very dangerous. Well, isn't that just the most inviting path you've ever seen? Okay, that dissipates. Well, we gotta get moving quickly. It's so big, we really can't make it through, or at least we have to run. I thought this would be more a lot of anomalies clustered together. Okay, X feels right for that. Our first bunker. Oh, this is where the real heart of the zone is. Use our key that we were given. But it would seem we're not the first. This guy's pretty geared up. And is military. All his gear is busted too. Like really busted. Wow, look at all these PDAs we're carrying. Okay, we should be able to sell those. What about back this way? Useful goodies. Who cares how long it's been sitting here? They're fresh. Don't let stagnant water worry you about wound infection. Take a moment to carefully review the fire escape plan, and promptly forget about it. I'm gonna need some vodka for this one. Message to Sidorovich. This is the second and last shipment without advance payment. I didn't screw Hamster over just so you could screw me. Either cough up what you owe, or I'll close up shop and tip the gaffer off. Sukin. Yep, that's the scoundrel we were warned about. The thing is, I'm kind of desensitized now because there's always some scoundrel. Alright, the shotgun is our primary right now because we legitimately do not have a lot of ammo for the Viper. But in close quarters, I think that suits us just fine. the blinking of a light behind us, shotgun in hand, in cramped, bug-infested spaces. And a whole lot of dark. This is S.T.A.L.K.E.R. It's also a good time for bread, I think. It's always a good time for a S.T.A.L.K.E.R. snack. Will stepping on that glass perhaps get the attention of something that I can hear in the dark down there? Oh god, that doesn't sound good. That looks like the thing from the shipwreck, and I couldn't recall the name at the time, but I do now, and some of you have pointed out in the comments. Those are a type of mutant, I believe, and if it spots us, I bet we'll start seeing some levitation of the local stuff. That. Oh, and some of you guys reminded me we should be unloading weapons wherever we find them. Yes, I had forgotten about that. This is why it's good to not always have a 5-episode head start on a series. You get to get useful information from you guys. What was I thinking trying to crawl into that hole in the wall? Valchek, you've got a PDA as well.
The tunnel codes have been updated. It's 2765 now.
Is everything sorted at the ribs?
Affirmative, sir. All squared away.
Copy that. Now, make your way back and keep this hush-hush.
My lips are sealed, sir.
That's all well and good. Is this thing gonna be upset with us? As long as we can stealth, I think we have no reason to engage, right? Oh, look at you. Nazar Godfather. 1 bullet left. Maybe that would have made the difference that saved you, but clearly you were spraying. And you're not searchable at all, but look at that. The suit intact, but in the couple of places that are exposed, we can see you're completely mummified and skeletal. Oh, I love the grit and the grime. That's the gift that the new graphics give this game. But is that all for down here? I want to explore more, but I don't want to earn your wrath. Do we just go for it? Oh my god, this is... I'm making a potentially really foolish decision right now. I don't think there's anything more there. Or... No, there's a hallway. There's definitely a hallway. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. There's more. There's always more. Stalker's greed is what does me in. Gimme. Gimme. Oh, that's exactly what I needed. And if you're gonna come for me, I'm gonna have to defend myself, or I could just leave. You know what? I got what I came for. I got what I came for. A big part of being a stalker is just knowing when to fold them. There's no reason for combat without loot. Yes, blinding light. Freedom. Go, 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 go! We did it. Oh my god, this is just like Urbex. There is a certain satisfaction in running out, something hot on your heels, and then turning around and realizing it got my nerves, but it didn't get me. And I got what was contained within. Something which no one else could before, considering it was there. This calls for some sausage. Now we've got to make our way up the road a ways. Okay. That's where we're going. I feel like I should maybe drop off some of these PDAs since they're worth a couple bucks. But, hey, I like keeping narrative pacing. with that anomaly detector going off, maybe I should have stuck around and looked for artifacts. I'm not pulling out my detector nearly often enough. Also looking for silhouettes in that tower. The zone truly is an anomalous place. Sometimes the whole building can appear as if out of nowhere. Someone does see me. Yep, there is someone in the tower. They're just not silhouetted. All right. Is there someone in that tower is the next question. Tell you what, forget the Viper. We've got ammo for this, right? Wait. Yes, we do. Okay, we need to move. Nice angle you've got there. Tell you what, can 2 play at that game? What's the key for a grenade? You would think it would be G. I know you're right there, but I also know as soon as you have an angle, bloop. Wow, you are tanking a lot of hits, buddy. Dies in the subtitle. In the end, the headshot was all I needed. Okay, if this place is gonna be full of... Oh my god, I have gotten on the bad side of the wrong people, I think. That's why you were so geared. Is this an intact IFV? 'Cause if so, I may have bitten off way more than I could chew. These things aren't actually going to start getting used against me, are they? Oh, there you go. Oh, I'm sure it is. How good are your throws? Aiming while moving is a bit more sluggish than I would like. But you're down. This is a severely undermanned outpost. You're right there, aren't you? Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, here they come. Yep, here they all come. We need distance. We may be less accurate at distance, but so are they, I've noticed. And even getting hit tends to be less severe. Yeah, we blundered right into a huge trap. You can die, like, anytime you want. I'm dead. Alright, so what I learned from that engagement, beside the fact that we need to learn to throw grenades, tab says 6, but 6 is bolt. Long doesn't work, double tap doesn't seem to do anything. Okay, so that's just a lie. But also we learned that it really slows down your mouse movements, it seems. Like it's like it's fighting me when I aim down the sights, and it makes it really hard to counter muscle memory. God, the moment I saw the IPSF logo on that door, I was like, oh my god, we're fighting an actual military, not just bandits. Closed area, stay away. So some things are translated from Cyrillic, like text in-game. Some of you guys said that it might be better to just play with Ukrainian voice acting and English subs. I considered that. It may not be the best thing for a Let's Play, but I did consider it. Because it is weird hearing all these American and British voices. Now, before we put this pointless plan into action, let me come from the future to explain what's happening here, since I just realized I didn't acknowledge it verbally in the video itself. So right now, the objective is pointing us to this little tunnel entrance in the side of the base, because that's what we got the code for, so that we could use the keypad that's in there and get through, avoiding everything that's up here on the surface. However, what I did not realize at the time was that these little question marks, they're not side objectives or like potential points of interest. It just means here's a location on the map that will be marked after you go there. Now, given that this one was sitting under a big honkin' spear, I assumed that there would be something important there. Basically, I thought there would be some kind of secondary objective here. There is not. go into this with that in mind. Running right in seems a valid strategy. Now we've just got to make sure not to be spotted once we're in here. Nobody in the booth. It's weird what relatively maintained feels like in this. But that's certainly how I'd describe it. We're within the walls, we could move that way. There's just not a lot of cover for traversing this ground. I think there's an opening in the fence there. If we can make it to that, we can... Stealth is just not going to be easy in this. But if we can make it there, I mean, maybe once we get inside, we can avoid a firefight, or at least have the high ground.
Heard a noise. I'll check it out.
They're coming this way. Maybe our suppressed pistol would be useful. Okay, well, it only works from behind, but there we go. Thank you, sir. Okay. Somebody's shooting, and I can't tell if that's at us. Oh no, I think they might even be shooting my frames. Alright, go, 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 go. That actually went better than expected. And he actually seemed caught off guard. He didn't just immediately start lighting me up. Oh, there's somebody else. Yep, nope, they're shooting at me. Okay, so it's an everybody automatically knows situation. He probably ran off. And you guys make actually proper use of grenades. There you go. God, are you kidding? Okay, you can clear that jam a little faster, please. Like, please don't leisurely look at it. Oh my God. We really just gotta be chugging these health kits. We're in a good position here where they have to come to me, and we can do stuff like that. Of course, they can do stuff like that. I have actually... this might be the best use of grenade throwing I've seen from AI in a game. But we've got to go for headshots. It's got to be all headshots, because the body shots just don't kill as quickly as we need them to. Actually, from this range, these rounds are pretty good. And if it's anything like previous S.T.A.L.K.E.R games, it is more about the rounds than the gun. I mean, I suppose that's realistic, too. Come on. How many rounds did you just tank? Oh my... And it's really, really difficult to aim, too. Come on. Come on. Finally. Okay, yeah, firefighting feels really sluggish. Like, there's good feedback and all, but everything just feels slow to aim, to reload, to clear a jam. You're willing to call that a job well done, really? Okay, well, let's see how that works out for you. We answered that question too, answering a lot of firefighting questions here, which is, are we using video gamey buckshot rules? No, it is effective beyond 3 feet, so that's good. I'm hoping that whoever's shooting at me is up in a tower. I should just be moving on, but I need this ammo. I need all of it. If I can find your guns in the grass, even better. Also, not a bad time for a snack. Moving indoors is either going to be a huge advantage if they're still following us, or a disadvantage if they're in there. Gotta love that Soviet art. I mean, it's almost like walking through the ruins of some ancient godlike civilization for how grandiose it all feels. And yet it's found in ruins. Yeah, whatever shooting is going on out there has got nothing to do with me. Locked. Maybe we can find a backdoor key somewhere. Maybe that lot is where they keep all their good loot. Doesn't seem to be much of use in there. Can't even raid the fridge while we're here. Can't have nothing in Pripyat. Well, some bandages maybe. Oh, we have got a lot of them too. I am actually, it's kind of critical that I went back and looted the rest of that bunker.
You must be close by. I'll check it out.
That did the job. But there's someone else. I'm having to unlearn so much muscle memory that I built up over the last couple parts, but better now than later. Yeah, oop. Turned up my mouse DPI a bit so that it swings a little faster. It's just weird. I don't dislike this combat. I think the system as a whole is actually really good feeling. It's as dangerous as it should be. There's no such thing as a minor scrap. Everything is potentially life and death. I just think like how it feels could be fine-tuned a bit. Okay, now's when we switch back to the shotgun.
Everyone stay put.
There we go. Now we get to see it. Oh god, and that was brutal. Well, let's help ourselves to your stuff. Let's help ourselves to all your stuff. I mean, man, it's like in this neighborhood they didn't know how to build a building without a huge basement. Although I suppose that's actually not all that strange. I mean, even like schools and government buildings are like this in the US. the guy in the other room is like, Steve, are you stupid? Oh god, well, now I'm gonna die. Hopefully that dispersed them a bit. I honestly, like, I thought he must have seen me, and I was wondering, like, is he friendly? Because the bar isn't even showing up. It's one down, I think. Still somebody out there. Just don't rush me, please. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be doing much good with these. I'm better off just shooting. Yeah, rush somebody with a shotgun. Smart idea. Yeah, I should have just taken the shot on this guy right away. Like, everybody else has been an enemy. I just didn't want to be caught off guard and kill a quest NPC. Look at that. Bodies on the floor, pellet holes in the wall. Take it all. Wow, that got some distance. I love it in games when they actually have somewhat realistic shotguns. Because they're so much fun to use, but so many games follow like the Halo logic of they're only effective at extremely close range. We can probably crack these open. Yes, yes, yes. I probably passed by a ton of these green crates, but it's only now that I noticed the bullet symbol on them. More bandage. Oh yeah, we are swimming in loot. Why are we putting our weapons away?
Drop the gun. Who the fuck are you?
Who'd you sell Herman out to?
Huh? You got some nerve, mate. Breaking into a military base, raising hell, and now you're pestering me with questions. Shit. I should shoot you right here and be done with it.
When was the last time you cleaned that thing? Kim's tend to misfire a lot if you don't take care of him.
Well, I'm a lucky guy.
Well, your stove's on fire.
What?
Where's my fucking scanner?
PMs tend to misfire a lot if you don't take care of them.
Well, I'm a lucky guy.
Funny. Oh, shit! Look, I'm a nobody. I just put anomalies on the map. Sure, I sold stuff on the side to guys like you, but that's it. Nestor runs the scanner business.
Nestor?
He's the one you should be talking to. The kingpin of garbage. It's a huge pile of trash. You can't miss it. It's north of... Oh, goddamn bread. Thanks, mate. Nestor. It's north of Zalesia.
That is my new favorite line in a Stalker game.
Hang on. Did you get busted? Listen, I didn't betray Herman. I've sold some people out in my day. But not you guys.
I should shoot this guy. I should do it. I should do it, but... not my style, and maybe we can still get something out of him.
Piece of trash.
I honestly don't know why I didn't shoot him. Like, this guy... I know that S.T.A.L.K.E.R is a game full of scoundrels, but this guy said I didn't sell you out. I didn't betray you. While betraying us, he was making the movement to hit us. That's the Betrayal speedrun. But there must be something here we can do. Maybe you should have been a bit more stealthy. If you had peeked the door, I wouldn't have known you were coming. Well, I suppose you did peek the door in a different way. A high-capacity magazine. Looks that way. Nice. I mean, it's not much of an upgrade, but it is an upgrade. Thank you so much. And thank you, sir, as our special guest for today. There is more beyond here. God, this place is in rough shape. How are you still using this? More corpses. None of this stuff has been looted. These aren't guys I killed. What's going on here? Oh, dead mutant rats that I guess came in after. Oh, look at that. You're still kind of moving, writhing a bit. Okay, well, this is what buckshot is for. Although perhaps a bit overkill. Wow, they did probably more of a number than they should have on these guys. Let's take all of this. Unload, take you. Any more? No. But it looks like we're going into the sewers and therefore their domain. Right, we want what's in here. All this. More buckshot. And more Viper, which, if we're gonna be down here, maybe we want to switch to the Viper. Let's spend all that money to repair it. I mean, even a knife is probably sufficient against those guys, right? Look at this. Here they come. Here they come. Okay, nope, 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 nope. Ow. And bang. They come. Okay, I was hoping that the buckshot spread would be enough to kill you both, but I guess not. I can hear you up there. I can see you there. Look at you, just tumbling into the corner like that. Wow, these things are dying all over the place. Feels like a hunting simulator at that point. Lining up the shotgun blast. Gotta make sure you go for the double lung heart shot. I'm so glad I have ammo for some of my weapons now. Look at all this. I mean, at the heart of S.T.A.L.K.E.R has always been, like, the dungeon diving, and I'm so happy that it's exactly the same, but it just feels so much better now. And it's all because of these details. It's weird. S.T.A.L.K.E.R has this way of... It's not a loot fest. It's not like you're tripping over gear everywhere you go. Because people have been picking over this for a long time. The only places you'll find, like, intact stashes is really stuff that's very well hidden, or stuff that no one's been able to access before, and I'm glad that they've kept to that. It manages to have all this looting in a way that doesn't feel very video gamey. Haunted by daylight. Just jump over. And deal with it. You know, if it's not one thing, it's another. God, where even are we? We didn't even get to use the code. If we have a look at our objectives, but okay, talk to Soldier, lead the spear. Pretty sure we already talked to him, so I don't know why that objective is still marked, but let's go.
Come in. What the hell are you up to? Actually, don't tell me. It'll just make me jealous. Did you find what you were looking for?
Sauter doesn't know shit. But he did mention a guy called Nestor.
Nestor? This is getting interesting now. Well, welcome to the real deal. Head over to the detention center. My friends there might be able to help you with Nestor. Use the northern checkpoint. Ask the gaffer for the key. Don't worry about my men. They're nice guys. It's a little on the wild side. Incoming a mission. Take cover, everyone.
Yep, can't be wilder than this. Our very first emission. Okay, we need someplace to shelter. What's the best place? Probably right where we're going. It's just a run home. God, I should have stayed in the basement. I don't know how much time we're gonna have. Yep. There's that load in. Howdy, guys. Hope it's safe inside your bar. Calms down just as I arrived, and the sky turns blood red. Yep. Everybody knows. We've all got to huddle together. Oh, God. And here come the tremors. Look at that. The lights will begin to flicker, the power becoming unstable. Yes, Cobbler, yes. And I'm sure we'll know when it's over.
The usual?
Rule number 1, keep your mouth shut. I knew a stalker who bragged about an artifact he stole from the stash. The guy sitting next to him happened to be the owner of that stash. It didn't end well.
Thankfully, nobody's coming looking for me. Right? Hey, how about some mood lighting, right? I feel like we could all stand a little bit more light in these dire times. One thing I can't mess with is the flames in the lanterns. At least I don't think so. But now we get into another aspect of creepy and comfy that I think is the main reason why missions should exist in this game. It's the comfort of huddling. It's the comfort of having a safety bubble, really giving meaning to shelter. And the fact that everyone else clamors for those spaces, getting in wherever they can. The same is true in the field, too. I mean, in other games, I would sometimes be out walking, wouldn't have the convenience of being able to settle in home base. But people will try and crawl into every drain, every abandoned factory, every basement. And I guess it's like just an experience where you just kind of have to be close to other stalkers you normally avoid and just acknowledge each other. But I guess that's it for this one. Huh. Wasn't really so dramatic. Oh. Of course, the regular crappy weather is still a thing. Alright, Hamster, let's see what you've got for sale. And I believe I've got some stuff for sale, too. That grin you've got, man. I could sell you the leather jacket. It actually seems like this one has better protection. So I'm going to put that on, sell you the leather jacket. You've got infinite money, so that's good. We can sell off these PDAs so they stop cluttering our inventory. Including the note to yourself, which you'll give me $30 for. Alright, we can sell that for over 3,000. That puts us in a better position if we see something we really want.
The best stuff for you.
Rise and shine. You'd never know the chaos of last night.
Here's the key, Skiff.
Thank you. And we'll be on our way.
Yeah.
Rise and shine, huh? I mean, you'd never even know how much chaos was sweeping through here just one night ago. But I guess that's how it is with stalkers, huh? They're so used to it, it just becomes routine.
Attention all stalkers. This is Captain Zoltov. The ward's investigation in the Lesser Zone is now concluded. You have been granted freedom of movement once again. But be warned, any transgressions will have severe consequences. No more second chances.
That's useful. You know, it's weird. The whole time you're here, you kind of feel a sense of safety, but also oppression. Like, you have to be careful what you say. Maybe that'll change.
Zotov wasn't bluffing. The eastern checkpoint's all clear.
So, I'm making my move to the Cordon, then onwards to Zaton, to meet up with Beard. Let's just hope he's not sleeping with the fishes in the swamp. Alright.
Beard, there's a name that sounds familiar. But also, it seems like we've upgraded our radios for just like seconds at a time again. I swear, sometimes it feels like you're right there beside me. Let's step over the familiar roadkill once more. Oh, look at that. Dude, I just realized you actually have like ants swarming all over you. Oh, it's these little texture features, these little details. Because look, I know that this game has some pretty good storytelling, that's an upgrade, the gunplay, and the environments, but really at its core, it's always been about submerging yourself in a particular feeling. I think that's the main thing that draws Stalker fans, and you can't say it's not doing that up to 11 now. Look at that, the shadow of the blimp acting as a sundial. I'm glad that's what it was, because I always thought there was a chance that I turn around and there's some giant mutant hovering over me. What's the deal with this checkpoint? Didn't I see people here yesterday? Otherwise, it's not much of a checkpoint. But maybe lifting the lockdown means they've moved on. Maybe those were Zotov's guys? It's not even really much of a bridge, considering it's currently in the river. But maybe there's still a way through. The anomalies don't help either. What do you say we do some exploring before we get going? And there's a whole building right here. Maybe it's also got a basement? Oh, look at that. Is that a trap? That's some radiation, is what that is. Has somebody set up shop in here? Yeah, I think somebody has, because I can hear them yelling and throwing a fit. Right here as well. Not the easiest thing without using my light. You can see they've got one over that door as well.
You dead, mate!
Yep. So much for being neighborly. Now tell me, will you trip over your own traps? I don't really want to try navigating in there. Yeah, that flashlight's not helping me from here. I've also got to consider that, like, I'm possibly just robbing somebody. Wire here. Like, are you a bandit, or am I just, like, intruding? Like, what's the... Oh, my God. Yeah, well, you know, it hardly matters now. So not much I can do about you from here. Tossing a grenade seems unwise, but it might be kind of funny.
Best of luck off your fuck.
Okay, well now we have to kill you. Oh yeah, no, see, you were wearing a ski mask, so you have to be a bandit. Now, what is that rifle you've got there? Ooh, and a whole lot of ammo and health. And a PDA. Wait, is this gun in good shape? Varan and Leshy, we've seen those names before. I've got a job only a pro like you can handle, Leshy. You're taking out Elbow. You want me to off a big shot? And paint a bullseye on my back. Smart men always open the door when opportunity knocks. Check the pay. And consider the prospects. I see the pay, but the prospects aren't anything special. I've always admired people who know how to haggle. Alright, that sounds more like it. Give me a week. You're Leshy. And we didn't even need your wildlife camera to trap you. Alright, well I guess that means the rest of this kill house is ours for the taking, right? I mean, this is a real dangerous spot. We could probably stand to replenish some of our grenades. Can we break into here? Probably not, right? No. Well, I guess that's this area done then. Well, that's Leshy taken care of, but this Varan seems to be locally infamous. We also heard those bandits at the radio room talking about them. But whatever, we've got stuff to do and further places to explore. This has been kind of a nightmare of jank. I've done so much reloading trying to figure out that bug in this part. I have no idea what the length of this episode is going to work out to. But as some stalkers have said, there are no bugs, only anomalies. Problem is, there are also anomalies. Oh, God. Okay. Can't get onto the bus. That could have been an easy and convenient bridge. Private Schneider. Alright, how are we doing this? We could toss this and run through. In fact, we may need to. Up and out, because we don't know where the exact edges are. New region, garbage. The trash pile, right? I think this was a location in Shadow of Chernobyl. These maps are so different, it can be easy to forget you're traversing the same ground in every game. But we've made it. And I can already smell it. Well, let's start having a look. God, there's just something so cool about huge old construction equipment, knowing that this stuff used to move, and quite gracefully in my opinion, in how little grace it had.
Don't kill me! Please! Shit, Shapka. You clocked in pretty good there. Yeah, looks like he's gonna snuff it. So, what do we do now? How do we find his...
Fuck, another stalker. What are we gonna do now?
Chill. He's gonna fix our little problem here.
These stalkers know their stashes.
Am I now?
Hey there, stalker boy. I've got a job for you. Easy peasy.
What happened here?
Why did you attack that stalker?
What do you care? You want to join him?
Calm down, Fitzgerald. Can't you see he's just concerned about his fellow loner?
If you help us, we'll let the little bitch go.
What do I need to do?
We've been watching this creep for a week. He's got a stash in the pigsty. We turned the place upside down, but didn't find squat. You stalkers are good at this stuff. Find his stash and we'll split the loot. Sounds good?
Sure.
Fine. But I get half the loot.
Of course you do. As soon as you find the loot, bring it here.
Hey, all of you guys just line up, right? Just line up like that. There we go. If I could crouch a little lower. Now, about this stash of yours. Hey, it's not wrong to out-scoundrel a scoundrel.
Thanks, man. They'd have put me down like a dog if not for you. I've got a stash in this pigsty here. It's all yours. I'll throw some coupons your way too. Everything I've got. Seriously, I owe you one.
How did those thugs get you anyway?
They were following me, I guess. Caught me when I was checking on the stash. They used some enhanced interrogation techniques on me.
Why didn't you just tell those thugs where your stash is?
If I did, they'd have killed me on the spot. There's nothing of value in there. Even if they didn't off me right away, they'd have done it afterwards, out of sheer spite. So I was trying to stall for time. I guess I was hoping for a miracle, some kind of divine intervention from the zone. And in the end, that's just what I got.
Tell you what, you calling me divine intervention is reward enough. If you could keep spreading that, that would be great.
I've gotta go. Good luck.
Thanks again. Check my stash, something there just might come in handy.
Oh, these guys are all the stash I need. Maybe the real stash was the friends we made along the way. But I could use some food. Now, where's the rest he is? That was quite a weapon you had there. What is it? That is a busted GP37, still worth some money potentially. And some ammo too. Okay, we'll try and trade this stuff in. Even in its broken state, maybe it'll be worth repairing? Suppose it'll depend how much it costs. But as for your stash, where was it? Look at that, I've just noticed water does still pour in through the holes in the roof. There's no binary in or out. Such is life in the zone, and such is life in Urbex. But your stash was over here on the left somewhere, was it not? Perhaps behind these crates? Ooh. One. Ah, under there. Alright, can we break this stuff? Just a bit. Much obliged. A tactical pistol silencer used for 45 pistols. And Yes. I mean, this one is also labeled... Oh, I see. It's because it's comparing... Like, the screen always confuses me. Alright. But it doesn't matter. It is a lot more accurate, but does a bit less damage. Maybe we'll just sell it for the money, I don't know. What are you still doing here? Don't you want to get somewhere safe? One would think the zone would have taught you by now. But we need to make our way up the roadaways to the detention center. Sounds like my kind of place. Oh, but I've also got over encumbered now. Maybe we'll drop something along the way. You know, to finish my thought from earlier about seeing all these huge machines and great works rusting away, it's the thought that they were moving once, but to know that they've been completely still for decades. In a place like this, abandoned construction equipment almost feels like a whale skeleton, like coming upon a sleeping giant. But we, of course, want to be wary of any other lights or mutants we may find along the road. Or gunfights. What can I say? I'm in a helping sort of mood. Looks like I missed the party. What's going on here?
Ask my senior officer. What's up, Stalker?
Is your senior officer in here? This was more of a massacre. Gina Worm. Adam Cowboy. You have a Western weapon. I mean, I can't be carrying all this, but if it's in decent shape, which it is not, unload and drop. And drop that as well. We don't really have time. God, we are starting to see some higher-end hardware, that's for sure. And these guys don't seem to care too much about loot. I feel like in older games they actually did do stuff like that. Shotgun. I'll take what I can get. Was this like some kind of ambush? I mean, it was very close quarters, but it all came from indoors. I mean, to me, that almost feels more like a deal gone wrong. I'm still so annoyed knowing I could have gone in like a back way and skipped that whole firefight! There's a new type of anomaly. Hang on, can we get that to dissipate? No, but it makes sparks as it goes through. It almost seems to be caught in the air and then kerplunk its way down, just like needles hanging in the air. That's pretty cool. And also something we'll want to try very hard to avoid at night. Which is coming soon, so hopefully there's some kind of safety ahead. Now would be the time where we want to start looking through our scope. Nope. Not seeing anyone in the tower. Maybe that's a good sign. Alright, bus stop. Perfect place to sit and review the game plan. It looks like the fence is open in the back. We probably don't need to be stealthy. Richter said these are his friends. I still don't know if I trust that, though. They're forcing us down a very specific corridor if we go this way. No silhouettes on the rooftop. And there's the catch. Yep. So, can Richter's friends help me deal with this, or have they already been dealt with by this? Oh, we're in this situation again. And you never realize just how much it sucked until you're back in it. Maybe if we avert our eyes for a bit and get them to come closer. I think we actually do need to kill them all. Tell you what, right here. God. Yep, I was hoping we could force you down a narrow walkway. And it seems like that's just what the doctor ordered. Yep. Problem is you can still overwhelm me and my ludicrously slow reload speed. There's a shotgun after all. But we can rinse and repeat. Step into my pound. That's what we need. We just need a choke point for them. And this thing is going absolutely crazy. Yep, look at that! Yep! Got moving just in time, and it does go up through the grates. Great. Exploring an abandoned building at night. It's almost like exploring a lab or dungeon. You know, I actually just had my first nighttime explore the other day, and it's pretty crazy how well this is actually kind of recreating the vibe. Now, did Richter say what floor I could find these buddies on? Well, there's the keyhole. I'm sorry, my brain is all over the place right now. There we go. Yeah, thanks for the help.
Let him come.
Nice gear, though.
I don't know what the hell you're doing here, Stalker. But you got here just in the nick of time. The question is, can we trust you?
Do you trust Richter? He's the one who sent me here. He said you could help me find Nestor.
Ha! You just might be our ace in the hole. We've got a certain interest in the basement under the factory. And we found one of Nestor's hideouts there, too. He's got quite an archive. And my gut tells me there's some clues down there about his current whereabouts. But we've got a problem. The ward. They've sealed off every exit from the factory and jammed all our communications. And they did it while my men were inside. We could really use a good man who can make short work of a problem like this.
Okay, you want me to rescue your men. Why? That seems fairly obvious.
What do you want Nestor for?
We don't really need the old man himself. But he's like a magpie. He steals anything that isn't nailed down. And I'd love to see whatever he's got from the lab under the factory. Documents, specimens, you name it.
And who are you, and why should I trust you? This is some pretty crazy gear.
You're way too disciplined for a bunch of loners. Who are you?
You're a sharp one, huh? We're S.T.A.L.K.E.R. We used to help scientists unravel the mysteries of the zone. But now the whole zone is in serious danger. And we're standing against that danger. The ward.
Why don't you rescue your men on your own? Am I really that special?
Well, I can name one advantage. You don't really know us. Worst case scenario, you won't tell the wardens too much. And they're experts at loosening people's tongues. Trust me.
Okay, but I want to deal with them even less than I want to deal with IPSF. given how that last one played out, I assume, though, that there's a better way in?
I'll see what I can do to help your people.
You don't need to go in guns blazing.
That's what I was hoping
The building
for.
is large and dilapidated. There are plenty of ways to get past the patrols and security checkpoints. The last time my squad made contact was in the basement. The place you're looking for is down there too. I'll send you the lab access codes. They might come in handy.
So same as before?
Here, take my gun. If we end up in a firefight, the zone likes it quiet. That's what we say.
That's all well and good, but I've already got one. What I will take is your health. I always need more. Also, what's all this about we? Also, I want to come back here and explore this building later, like really. But okay, we're under cover of night. We've got what we need. Let's see if we can, because this is a very detailed PDA image. Let's see what we've got. An opening right here, here. There's the front gate, but screw that. The main thing is we're going to want to quickly cover the distance to the building. Even once we're inside, there'll probably be a lot of guys walking around. I'm thinking if we come up here and then around... Well! Hey guys, are you going to come downstairs to the basement, or am I good coming up to you?
It's over. Is everything okay? We can go out now.
Wow, that's all there was to it? Alright, well it should be the complex right across the way there. Problem is, I don't really want to lose my light, but it may be necessary. They can't see us coming is the important thing. Let's do a little bit of reconnaissance then. I can't make heads or tails of what I'm looking at right now, partly because I'm looking at it through an anomaly. I don't see anybody up there. But I do see somebody right there. Let's not walk into one of these anomalies either. Okay, do we try for the pistol? Let's just look at what our options are. Oh god. That's not good. That might throw a wrench in everything. That works pretty well, but you saw your buddy go down. So that works not well.
I'll check it out.
Oh, a noise, did you? Come on, come investigate your friend. We're gonna have to be quick. I hope none of those bullets landed close to anybody, because if so, then we've already blown stealth. What was that noise? I do see somebody up there, but he doesn't seem to notice me, so that's good. I think the night is doing us a lot of favors at the moment. Now the question is, do I try to sneak in? Like, how do I get into the basement? What's the most efficient way? I could climb the fire escape and try to get you that way. You know something's going on. True in and out Sam Fisher may be impossible now. But we can at least try to pick off as many of you as we can. Which I really don't want to piss off the ward. And I also don't want the ward pissed off. Like, in general, even if it's not directed at me.
What's up? Why so quiet?
After a quick save, how are we going... Oh, there's nobody there.
What's up? Why so quiet?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out, too. The gunfight seems to have stopped. This window is open. I can't see a thing. God, this sucks. If I turn on the light, I'll be exposed, like, instantly. I just need to be able to see where I'm going. Perhaps only in bursts at a time. You said the basement, but I just saw you in there. Let's keep a little bit more on the down low then.
Have you ever been to S.T.A.L.K.E.R?
Nope. I've got my hands full with local miracles already. I'm not interested in whatever Dallin is cooking up in there.
I'd love to take a peek at it. I wonder what the future holds.
A payday, that's what. And a couple of days of leave if this guy starts talking.
Man, that's the kind of future I like.
Well, I'm trying to let you guys have a future, but you're making it difficult. There's a whole battle raging outside. And I'm just kind of like navigating by contrast right now. There's a light up ahead. In fact, it looks like electric light. Hopefully nobody comes to see what that was about. You probably had a key on you. Nope. What the heck is this? Well, it's not valuable, so it doesn't matter. Alright, what are we doing, bud? Also, I'm going to take this opportunity to quick save.
I'd get up and shake your hand if it wasn't for my wounds. Are you one of Nestor's men?
How did they get you?
The ward's been watching this place, and we didn't realize until it was too late. I got wounded and stayed behind to cover the others. I didn't sell out any of our men, if that's what you're worried about.
It's not, but it's good information.
Star sent me. Where are the others?
In the tunnels below, 2 floors down. The key. Star told you, right? Go. I can handle this. If you find any classified documents downstairs, bring them to the detention center. We pay good money for stuff like that.
So downstairs in the basement, which we already knew. Problem is actually navigating to said basement.
Go. I can handle this.
Rad drugs, bandage, medkit, and bandage. Good. Gotta sneak past these guys again. Oh, God. The sun is coming up. It's a good thing they're deaf, because they're certainly not blind. The dark doesn't really seem to matter. Oh, God, I am operating with not a lot of information. But maybe if we follow the stairs down, we can just keep following stairs down. Yes, okay, that worked out. That worked out tremendously well. The viewing experience, no light, no nothing. Which means they're keeping these guys in even worse darkness. No, that's not... We can't... Hello? This isn't the basement? This isn't the basement. Wait, maybe right here? Maybe right here? Well, that was pretty ninja. Hopefully there's nobody else. But it didn't matter before. Whatever, at least there's less of you now. Alright, what was that code? 2605. 2605. There we are. The zone is a place of many wonders and anomalies. Don't see anyone so far. Oh god, it's only just hit me what we're crawling down into. Look, they even have vehicle space down here. Open up. Is stealth even a factor here? Like, will anybody upstairs be aware if I'm loud here? I don't actually care anymore. Oh my god. Yep, this is definitely the spelunking episode. And the ancient curse episode. We can climb up here. Two 605. No, this is something different. But hopefully it's an easy way out. Yep. I should have known that getting locked down here in this state would not spell good things for the team. Cuckoo. Right, we are now officially in wee-woo mode. Very much in wee-woo mode. What even happened here? It's like an anomaly came up out of the toilet. Oh. There's an electrical anomaly moving over there, but that's not what killed these guys, is it? Whoa! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it's a bloodsucker lair! Everything's always a secret bloodsucker lair, isn't it? Don't break out of that. Okay, what we're learning, buckshot, not good against bloodsuckers. Like, at all. I don't know if we killed you or not. We did. Oh my god. Okay, well, we're not using this anymore because it sucks for this purpose. And there's bound to be more. God, I knew they wouldn't have all died just to the electrical anomaly. Dare you to stick a ladle in and take a sip. Some kind of audio recorder.
What's that got to do with me? I'm just a tech. You're a tech who worked on the scanner's diode. Everyone who's so much as touched as one of them is on the hit list. Do what I tell you and toss all the records and papers into the burner. Have you seen what's in those files? That's enough to get me killed. Sure have. Why would you read them though? Calm down. As long as the slag heap's mine, you're safe. Come on, be quick about it. Like I got a choice. Now I'm stuck at the freaking slag heap for good, tinkering with this S.T.A.L.K.E.R trash. Freaking scanners!
Okay, we got our information, but apparently there's still more to be found down here.
The detention center sent word that a stalker is coming to help. So I'm gonna treat you as a friend. For now.
For now? Are you threatening me?
On the contrary, I'm offering you a helping hand. Your death isn't part of my plans. I suggest you come to me. Up the stairs. I sent you the code to the door.
Okay, so that's our easy out. But we still haven't done our whole job here. So we've got to keep going. We also haven't seen any snorks yet until now. Are we really not going to open this door? Because this is the most intense stall game I've been in a while. Mysterious voice on the radio offering our only chance. We really can't open that. Come on, there's gotta be more. Yes. At this point, I'm not confident that any of the team will have survived. Last message from a Spark. Keep an eye out for the device specs, guys. They're in a regular file folder. And watch your step in there. Who knows what might have creeped in from the lab to the warehouse. With any luck, they did find it, and all we need to do is recover the pieces. That's a lot. That's a lot of good stuff. But we are moving into over-encumbered territory. I do not need this many bandages. Gotta start being a lot more selective with the loot even than we have been. But there's nothing here. Well, we've got to figure out a way to get to that. No opening here. Alright, we're just going to have to deal with it, I think. I think we're just going to have to accept that we're going to take some damage. Not like we don't have the health to tank it. Thank you. Yep. Well, I did say we didn't need this many. But there's still the... Oh god, we're still on fire. There's still the objective to find S.T.A.R.'s men. I did just consult an online guide and confirm that I'm not missing something, that it was indeed just the other two, which was said to us, and bringing the PDA out here will do it. Sometimes the objectives are a little confusing. I mean, our light gives us away, but we need to be able to see them. Are they coming down here? Wait, well, it says... Wait, no, that's still the code we put in before. Okay, so what did he tell us? 2603. Just a little to the left, huh? Boop. There we go. And it sounds like it's popping off. Popping off indeed. Oh, that's worth the ammo. Another corpse. Looks like they did try to check this basement out at some point. Hello? Well, it led us to some useful stuff. More stuff I don't need, and I really shouldn't be greedy right now with how weighed down I am, so let's just keep going. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a whole lot.
It's me, Skiff. Give me a hand. Bring that shit over here.
Guess we have to.
Go on, turn it on. Easy, we've got an infinite amount of time ahead.
Show me to the surface and I'll do just that. Is that like an anomaly in a bottle? Where'd you go? I still don't know who this guy is, but I can honestly say I'm curious. Was that also seemed to be using the same technology as the scanner we used earlier? Oh my god. Are we just gonna have to walk through this? I mean, I am wearing a mask, technically. But I gotta end this part soon. I'm running low on time. Let's just deal with it. Yeah, oh my god! Well, that was worth it. Okay, maybe we can just kind of go through here then. Nope. Nope, we can't. There is a corpse back here. Ecologist. Oh, it's a suit! Okay, well, that almost makes up for the devastating injuries we're receiving. Oh, there's a door around this corner here. Well, I'm glad I stuck around a bit longer. And to get out, we're gonna have to go down even further. So that's just awesome. That's just awesome. A lot of things to loot, but I don't feel like... Yep. And so much loading. Hey, you left me a present. That's good. That's real good.
It was nice meeting you. I'll see you around, Skiff.
God, we spent so long looking for Solder, thinking he was going to be the ultimate evil in the zone. Turns out we were just scratching the surface. But I suppose a story like this is actually befitting the Stalker name, isn't it? And it's all about how one thing always leads to another. Distractions on top of distractions, to the point where you end up so far from your original destination, but you never feel like it was a waste. And... look at this place. I am just so glad. This was like the last unanswered question I had about this game, which is, how do the dungeons feel? Great. They feel great. And once more, I can honestly say we are so back. I just hope that this tunnel leads back to the surface, but in case it doesn't get us there in the next few seconds, if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as we crawl out onto yet another sunny day after being in the dark for so long, I will see you in the next one. I'm telling you, climbing out is a reward all its own.